Cause we banging it forever. We quit. Dry your eyes. Baby, we are done. We said what we said. We ain't the one. R-E-T, R-E-T, find out what it means to be. R-E-T, R-E-T, that's us. We are free. We said what we said. Tune in and see.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Welcome back to our podcast. Told you we'd be doing it every week. We're doing it every week. You're going to see our smiling faces. Hey,
We're
Lamb.
back.
We are back. Yes, indeed. With a whole new week of cop-outs, hot topics, and happenings in the Bureau. I am Jackson.
And I am Lamb.
And our
this
podcast,
is
we said.
What We Said.
Right. And we're going to say some more stuff this week. Hope you all had a good week in spite of. I know I did. It's pretty eventful. What about you, Lamb?
I had a restful weekend, pretty much. I needed the rest.
Okay. I didn't.
But I'm gearing up for, I know in Mexico y'all don't celebrate Cinco de Mayo, but I normally have a little event for Cinco de Mayo, so I'm planning for that for next week.
Okay, yeah, we don't, the whole of Mexico does not celebrate Cinco de Mayo in the way that America has adopted it. There is one place in Mexico that does actually celebrate Cinco de Mayo, but for a different reason. It's Puebla. And there was a war, and then they did something with the war. Don't misquote me, but it was like their little independence. So they won the war. They won the battle on May 5th. So, yeah, but that's it. Now, in order to cater to some of the immigrants here, the American immigrants here, there may be a couple of restaurants that have a Cinco de Mayo event, but other than that, nah. They're getting ready for Mother's Day, which I think this year it falls on either Wednesday or Thursday, because Mother's Day is May 10th. It's the same day every year. It doesn't fluctuate. It's not the second.
Okay.
Yes, it doesn't fluctuate. And they are getting ready to celebrate Children's Day, which is May 1st. So everything is for the kids. They celebrate children. Children, they're everywhere cheering. Have their own. The cheering have their own little celebration. And like I said, Mother's Day falls on the same day every year, May 10th. Okay. But yeah, I was busy this weekend and into the week, just coming back off my little trip. It's just been something every other day. So I get to rest. Today I went and pick up that dog's master from the airport, and just 1,000 degrees, and came back and started cleaning up, because I don't like leaving a dirty house for when I go out of trip. And then tomorrow I come to y'all's country.
Yeah. You still a citizen, goddammit. American citizen, that is.
So yeah, just collect my little check. Shit. Just want my check. Just give me a check. That's all I want. I don't want nothing from y'all. But yeah, and give me some crawfish. Go to the crawfish festival, cause look like it's gonna get rained out this year. They're talking about 75% rain, but it looks like it's in the early morning hours. But yeah, eat my fill of crawfish, drink my daiquiris, eat my crackling boudin, and come back and detox.
Make sure you eat some red beans and rice for me, man. That was the best
Yep.
thing ever. Jesus.
Eat that red beans and rice with that side of fried chicken wings, sausage. That's how we eat it.
Like
But
the
yeah,
sausage.
we gonna,
I say I like the sausage.
yeah, the sausage. Okay, well, we gonna kind of get started here. We got a little bit of stuff, but it's fluffy stuff. It's some fluffy stuff. We're gonna start out with the State of the Bureau. And our first topic is just pretty much a follow-up of what we did last week as far as the closing of the dining rooms is concerned. We actually saw a memo,
Right.
and what we thought was actually it. The folk not paying for their food. The folk is not paying for their food.
That's what it boils down to, and it's very unfortunate.
Right.
But I don't know. Once they get a handle on it, maybe it'll come back. But a lot of times when something goes away, it never comes back. Never comes back.
And especially
So,
in this case, because my thought is what the future plan for the Bureau is if old dude stays in power, privatization.
yeah.
There's a
Yeah.
lot of
His
cutting
cronies will
corners.
be running food service. They're private. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
you talk about bread and water. Them inmates be eating bread and water. Oh, for real. Back in the day, you get that bread, water, and maybe some beans or some oatmeal. Shit, bread and water. Bread and water. Oh, I got a glare. Glare.
So yeah, the next topic for the State of the Bureau, online they posted some execs bonuses, and even though it was from those bonuses were from 2022 and 2023, I'm assuming the point that they posted, the reason why they posted it was because, like, here you are trying to get rid of the officers' dining hall, but yet you still giving these execs all this bonus money. And so that was the reason why they posted it. And I didn't even realize that, they really, the rumor was they were getting bonuses, but they are really getting bonuses. I didn't, on top of, they make a good salary. So on top of that salary, they getting 17, 20 more thousand. That's not a bad living.
Let me hold
Not a bad
$20.
living.
Let me hold $20.
No, it's not a bad living. And so they broke it down. They show all the wardens what they were getting. I don't know what the bonuses are based on. Is it standard? Is it that you save the institution money? I'm not really sure, but it's not a bad living. Not a bad living.
I thought it was saving the institution. That was the going rumor, not rumor, but something that was understood. They saved some money. You get rewarded based on cost savings. That's why where we were, overtime was a big issue.
Right.
Like with overtime,
But
we had.
if you stroll over, it'll say performance award. So it could be based on how much money they saved, or maybe that's what they get for their QSI.
That's not a
You
bad.
never know. Yeah, Lee.
So the A.
And I wonder, like, during those years, were staff getting, awards? Hopefully they were, if the exec staff were, getting those type of bonuses. So, I mean,
That would be nice.
yeah.
It would be nice. I know I got my share of QSIs. I ain't mad at it. I earned my shit though. Y'all wasn't sucking dicks, screwing everything. That's why I probably only ended up as a GS-12. Kept my legs closed. No,
Now. Hey, what they say, hard work pays off? Nah,
what?
not really, not really.
Not really.
Oh, God.
No offense to those out there that actually earned, by merit. We just jiving, joking.
Yeah,
We're just joshing. Just kidding.
yeah. I just want to shout out, I appreciate the Bureau giving me this wonderful life in retirement. Like, we talk shit and we talk about that 33.5% or whatever we get. But I'm living, and that's all that really matters. Like, I'm so glad that I made that decision to get on out of there.
Yeah. You left you didn't leave in 20, what, 22, 23?
Now, I
22?
left in 21, so I'm like, I'm good. I'm good. I'm
Now they
good.
talking about doing the high fives now.
All right, so our next segment is called Cop Outs, and that term is a bureau term, but it's hot topics. So this weekend, I'm sure everybody got a chance to go see the movie Michael. And it grossed globally like $250
Yeah, 250
million
million.
dollars their first weekend. And that's a lot of money. So a lot of people went out to see it. I saw it, and I'm not
Man.
a really movies person, but it really engaged me. It kept my attention 2 hours and 7 minutes. And I think it's a Michael Jackson feel good movie. You know,
Yeah.
most of it was positive, none of the negative stuff except for Joe. You know, Joe
And
taking
he
care of
was,
his
he was so
business.
good, man. Look,
But
Coleman
hey, I
single, man.
forgot Michael had so much music. I forgot. Like, I really don't hear Michael music. Maybe on the station that I listen to, I haven't heard Michael music in a long time. So I was literally jamming in the movie theater. Like, the music was moving. Like, he was the dude back in those days. He was the dude.
He
Could
was the
sing
dude.
and dance. He was a total entertainer.
He was the dude and still is the dude. He is still that dude. He is still that dude. Yeah, I saw it Friday night. As a matter of fact, we all went to the Harbor Mall and the VIP. It's called VIP Harbor because that's the only way to see a movie here. And went with the Black Merida group. Well, the Black Merida Collective, you know, a bunch of black folk from Merida. And man, man, you talk about, I don't know, it was just a feeling in that theater. The music, who Michael Jackson and the Jacksons were, all that came flooding back. I mean, we spent the like this in the movie there.
Yeah.
Yes, and when you said it was a feel-good movie, yes, it was. It was a mini concert. It was a lot of reminiscing. It was a lot of, I don't know, that boy Jafar. If you look at the screen too fast, you swear it was Michael himself.
Yeah, he did an outstanding job.
Jafar, let's give him some hand claps, Jafar. Yes, baby, he is Jermaine Jackson's son with the
Yep.
second wife. And he looks like Jermaine did when Jermaine was that age. He does. And he also looks like, you know, Michael, they're all kind of, yeah. But baby, that boy played that part. He did his uncle proud. He did his family proud. Um, I don't know. So when I get to Louisiana, I'm taking the family to see it. I know it will, you know, my mom will enjoy it. She will enjoy that. Really. Man, Michael, I remember when I told her Michael had died, child. She called me. No, she called me. I was at work. It was my late night. So the inmates had come rushing in, you know, to tell us stuff. Just like they told us everything. They come rushing to the unit team area. Miss Jackson, Gerald Levert, they say he dead. Miss Jackson, Anna Nicole Smith, that big blonde chick. So that's how I found out. Then, you know, they were like, yeah, Michael Jackson, they didn't rush him to the hospital, blah, blah, blah. So finally, I'm listening. Michael Basin was on at that time, too. You know, I was listening to the radio. And, baby, then I had been calling her throughout that thing, you know. She's like, yeah, but they taking too long. They said they're waiting on the family, but I don't have a good feeling they taking too long. So finally I called out, I said, well, I guess you heard, huh, when they pronounced he was dead. I knew she just kind of blew up. I knew it. I knew it. They were taking too long. He been dead. He been dead. All of them are dying. She just freaked out. It's like they're all dying. Barry White, Luther, they're all gone. Click, and she hung up on me. So I think she'll enjoy this. And then This Is It came out. The This Is It, uh, based off of what was supposed to be his last concert. So that got a whole other, like my youngest nephew got that little clique trying to figure out who Michael Jackson was. Why was he, dancing to his music. And so I guess this is for the Gen Zs to finally see the greatness of what was and what will never, ever, ever be again. There'll never be another Michael Jackson,
Yeah, yeah,
ever.
yeah. And
Nobody.
so what we also have to realize is that, he broke barriers. Like, I forgot he was the first black artist to be played on MTV. Like, I remember that. That
Yeah,
was a big deal. That was really a big deal because nobody, like, no black folks was watching MTV
no,
back then.
because wasn't nothing on there for us.
Right, 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 right.
We had to
Yeah,
watch BET.
yeah.
And BET
So,
Uncut, until David Bowie had that interview basically wanting to know why, you playing my shit, I live over there.
yeah.
So that dude basically, I forget his name, curly hair, black guy, white guy with curly black hair. He said essentially they didn't want to scare the white children from the Midwest. They know that East Coasters and some West Coasters know who a lot of these black artists are, but what about the little flyover states? Y'all racism has constantly been shown. So David Bowie looked like, yeah, whatever. Okay, yeah, I'm not buying it, but thank you anyway. You wasted my time. And you're
Yeah.
proving so many horrifying points. But thank you, white folks. Thank you, MTV. Yeah, whatever. You
Yeah,
go play.
I was a Michael Jackson fan because I remember I had the Off the Wall album on my wall in my room, and I love Michael when he had the big lip, the big nose.
Big
Like that
nose.
was my guy. That was my guy, and the big fro, and yeah,
It was a
yeah.
toss up
I
between him and Prince. And we
Yeah,
would
Prince
treat
was
him like
too.
our
I didn't like
family.
them high heels. I didn't like them high
Hey,
heels
well,
on
look,
Prince.
he appeared on one of them variety shows, like a country western variety show. And baby, he had his ass out in them chaps. And my grandparents were sitting there looking at him. So my grandmother came out from the kitchen, right? She waited until she came back out. That's a little girl. And left. She believed till her dying day that Prince was a girl. She would not accept. So no, we were
So
just not Prince people. We were team Michael Jackson the whole way.
yeah.
We went to the Victory Tour in Dallas. My aunt had gotten us tickets to go. And I think I still have my ticket stub. I still have my ticket stub. It's in my how you make these memory books for high school? It's
Yeah.
in my memory book, and I still have that ticket stub. I've been trying to. I'm like, I wonder if somebody will buy that thing. But anyway, the Victory Tour, and I remember we went, and the rumor was that they were staying at a hotel called the Anatole. The Anatole was, I think, out of Hilton. And honey, my aunt took us over there. We kind of hung out in the parking lot with all the rest of the people who had heard the rumor. And that was my best memory of Michael Ness. And then, he kind of went the androgynous white woman looking. Yeah, and the music changed, after, what was it called? You Rock My World. After that album, then the Invincible album, I think he kind of lost me just a little bit because he was doing like rock. But then he had that battle with Sony. Then he announced that he was going back on tour and said, "This is it. This is it." So I called my sister. We were like, "Look, which one of your children We gonna sell. So we gonna 40. And then boop, he was dead. But
Yeah,
man, me and my
just
sister was
like
gonna
that.
find him wherever he was. We was gonna be there. Yeah,
But did you see online the striking resemblance that they had of Nia Long next to the actual picture of Katherine Jackson?
no,
We got to post that. Like they are striking. Like she, they got that one right. She looked exactly like Catherine. They got on side by side. And she looked just like Catherine. But what do you think? Why Janet Jackson didn't approve of the movie? I'm still trying to figure that out.
yeah, because they didn't show her or Randy. Her, Randy, those were the only two. And
Well, the
Reba.
only girl they showed was Latoya, right?
Yeah, and
Yeah,
Reba.
they didn't
I
show.
don't know. I don't know. I'm like, your nephew in it. Why is you tripping?
And it's a feel good story. They didn't talk about anything negative. They kept it. Well, they kept it feel good.
And Antoine Fuqua did it. A black guy, black director.
Yeah,
Bank.
I'm not sure why she didn't approve of it. I'm not really
I
sure.
don't know. Do we care? Do we really care? Especially after what she said about.
Janet, my girl, though. Janet, my girl.
I
Janet
mean,
is
yeah, I
my
went see. I
girl.
did. I stand for Janet, but she said some questionable stuff about Kamala Harris, and I side-eyed her and still kind of.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
yeah, that's true. That's
think
true.
about it. They kind of weird. They live in their bubble. She shouldn't have said
They
nothing.
are.
What was said. What. Listening to Randy, I guess. But anyway, I don't know. But we didn't miss them.
So also, there's a part two.
To
It
what?
works
In the work.
to Michael.
Okay.
Michael too. So yeah, that'll be coming soon,
Antoine
I guess.
Fuqua. Antoine Fuqua.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, well, we gonna see that too.
So, maybe the state needed some money. Maybe that's why they did it.
Well,
Because
I'm
they get the
glad.
money, right?
Girl, do we know? See, that was
Yeah.
that was the thing about Michael Jackson. I think that's what made him so otherworldly. That number one, there was some mystery surrounding him all the time. It's just that air of mystery because we didn't have social media back then.
Right,
Social
right.
media didn't come, big until like when the year he died, 2009. That's when I got on Facebook, and Facebook had been out what, a year? So yeah, I got on Facebook the year two. But anyway, um, yeah, it was, and then the Peter Pan and all this other. I don't know. We never really knew that
Yeah,
much.
he started to change. Definitely. Definitely. All right, so
But go out
our
and see it,
next,
everybody. Go out and see it if you haven't
yes,
seen it.
definitely.
Go out and see it,
Definitely.
please, please, and go see it. Don't see it in your house. Be in the theater. That soundtrack is
Hey,
bumping.
everybody ain't got no
Yeah,
legal
that's.
fire stick. I ain't gonna even say the legal fire stick.
Hey, I gotta tell you something about what I saw today on my.
I know, and that's what I'm saying. Everybody ain't got that. Well, most people have it, but anyway.
Uh,
So moving right along, our next cop out.
Technical difficulty, just a little one.
Okay.
I lost my light, my little ring light. But keep talking. I got this other
Okay.
one.
So this dropped probably a couple of days ago, and everybody was hoping that this couple would make it.
Ah,
Megan Thee Stallion and Clay Thompson.
yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what these black men. I don't know. I was hoping they would make it, but
Now,
for
come on.
me,
I
it looked like she was trying to prove herself to him. Like she was enough. cooking and like I just think she was doing too much.
Okay. I think a lot of people.
And I didn't think they were, Clay is soft spoken, he's out the way, Megan
It's Megan.
is Megan. And she's more outgoing. She has a big presence on social media. And I don't think that really fit Clay's style. And I think he was just out of his comfort zone.
Yeah.
But the online chatter is like he been wanting to leave, but he didn't want to leave her. So he cheated so she can leave him. That's what the guys are saying. That's the chatter online. That was smooth to him.
That he acted up on purpose to get her gone.
Correct. He didn't want to leave her, but he wanted out. That's the chatter.
You believe that?
I don't know. I just don't think they were a good fit. I don't.
I never did either, just because of the personality clash. And I just never felt good about them. How there's a couple that you can see and it's like, yeah, they're cute. They're cute. And they look like they are into each other. He never did look like that to me.
No, he didn't because he's so low key and she's so wired. They just different.
Yeah,
But I just want to see somebody Black Love make it. God damn it. Somebody, please make it.
he didn't look comfortable. He looked like he was, kind of getting through it to get through it.
Right, going through the motions.
Right.
But then what kind of made people think that it was going to work? You didn't, introduce her to the family. She introduced you to her family. Like, they were doing real family shit. And she was to me, she was trying to prove herself. Like, she was enough. You enough all by yourself, whether you could, like, I think she was doing too much. Too much. And now you got to break up with the whole family. Crazy. But the family, the guy family, they be knowing what be up. They know.
So what would be a good time to introduce family?
You can introduce family, but you cooking a Thanksgiving dinner for his family? Oh, hell no. That's wife material there, not I just met you 3 months ago material. Nah. But I believe it just appeared to me she was trying to be enough. Like, I'm a rapper, I'm a singer, but I could also take care of the house, I could also cook. Like, you don't got to prove yourself. Nope. Do not. Because is he proving himself? No. Because he don't have to.
I thought they had the way the hubbaloo, all the outrage and stuff behind this breakup. I thought they had been together like at least a year.
No, man.
They ain't made a year. I thought they had been together. Man, when I heard July of last year, I said, what? That's all. I
Yeah.
don't like, the only thing, I can't really, because I think we kind of all made these little mishaps when it came to relationship. I ain't met no families and been cooking for nobody. I can barely cook for myself. So definitely didn't do that. But, and I ain't never shacked up because, my grandfather was like, no, don't do that. I ain't never lived with nobody. No, my grandfather was like, no, don't do that. You ain't getting nothing in return but a sore back. Yeah, baby. So I never did. I ain't never lived with no man. Never did. So it's nothing I can to going overboard because I don't think I've ever gone overboard like that. But I think what the only thing I don't like about this is the way she went public with the breakup and what she did. I'm like, stay off social media. Why did we
No,
have to?
but you know what? What I would say is, if you dating on social media, break up on social media too, because we want to know. They lived their life. That's how we knew. That is how we knew. Because they were on, well, she was on social media.
She was. That's what I said.
She was. So if you sharing the good, share the goddamn bad. That's it. I'm here for it all.
I just thought it was kind of childish, I guess. But you just, yeah, you're right about her. I don't follow her. I'm not a Megan Thee Stallion fan. I'm just don't care for the girl like that, you know. I'm sure she's a very nice person. Don't get me wrong. I'm happy she graduated from an HBCU, but the whole package, I'm not. That's not my people.
I mean, I'm not into the music either, but I don't know how. Probably because I probably followed Clay that I end up following her. And
Yeah,
then, she just opened Popeye's restaurant here
in
in
Miami.
Miami on South Beach. Yeah.
See, businesswoman, congratulations.
Yeah, I mean,
But yeah, our
she's
music.
well rounded, and that's my thing. You are enough. You don't have to fucking try to prove that to him, and that's what I felt she was doing.
Well, she was in love. Hey,
That's what love do. That's what love do.
things you.
This is my line. I love love. I'm just bad at it. That's my favorite Usher song. That's it. I'm bad at it.
There you have it. So it's Clay, apparently. It's he, apparently. But yeah, girl was in love. She can't be faulted for being in love and hey, I don't know. Poor girl. I feel bad for her heartbreak. Like I said, I'm not a fan.
Yeah, I hope her and Cardi B could find him a good man. Like,
Yeah,
they
going back to
deserve
what we
it.
said about Cardi B. It's like go to Bali and sit and meditate and look at some
They
water
deserve it.
and listen to some frogs sing or something. Do something. Leave him there. Don't kiss the frog hoping he'll turn to a prince. Just sit there and listen to the insects and the frogs and the water
Right.
and think about
And
some
Clay probably was probably different than the guys that she normally date.
he wasn't a
You know.
thug, nigga. He wasn't
Right.
like
Trying to do something different. And then you end up with the same resort. So
he's
I
a
don't
hoe.
know.
You know he's a hoe. How
I
do I
don't know.
know? Cause he told you so. He's a hoe. But yeah, I hopefully, I know she pulled out of her Moulin Rouge 2 weeks early, so she abandoned that. She was seen crying on stage at the curtain call. So yeah, heartbreak. The girl was in love. That narrative
I guess.
about her doing too much, yeah, that's all over social media, but you gonna do that if you in love. Whether or not there were signs that he wanted out, we wasn't behind them closed doors. I don't know what he was telling her. He probably told her, and it was something she probably didn't want to hear. I'm not one to jump on the bandwagon of defend like everybody's jumping on Clay under the guise of riding for Megan. We don't know the other side. You hear what you want to hear. You probably told her. I would love to be a fly on the wall to hear that conversation. Or was it through text? How did they break up? He told her? He'll text her? That day, what happened?
Hell, how she found out he was cheating? That's what I want to know.
I want to hear with who, because they had named a female basketball player out of Seattle.
Yeah, but she denied it.
Yeah, she denied
Don't put me in that BS.
because people crazy. People crazy. All these Megan
Yep.
stands probably set that girl shit on fire. go to her games and attack her off of somebody who you don't know. They don't know you exist either. So yeah, she got in front of that real quick.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I don't know. Time will tell exactly what happened.
Yeah.
Exactly what happened.
Black love. I still want to believe in it. So we got one more left. Coco Jones and she dating?
That crazy dude,
No. Not he not crazy.
Metcalf,
No, no,
DK
no, 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 no. She dating a basketball player,
Coco
play for
Jones.
Cleveland. Anyway, I'm pulling for them to make it. I am pulling for them to make it. Please, 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 please.
Who is Coco Jones? The singer?
The singer,
Okay.
the singer.
These new jacks, baby. I got to say, the Mexican radio don't play them. I don't know them.
Hey, that's my girl. That is my girl. But
The
anyway,
Mexican radio play Cardi B, Dua Lipa, Uncut. They play all that uncut shit. Tupac. I got in the back of Uber, and I guess the Uber they show you a black person is about to get in your car.
put on some black music.
I was sitting there back there like, did you turn this N-word down? Damn. Yeah, Cardi B. Better ass pussy. Better.
Ah.
Anyway,
All right, moving right along. Our next cop out, MAGA crash outs. What's going on? Your favorite topic.
yeah, girl, look, every day I sit there and side eye these white folk, man. When y'all gonna act? Do something. Save the country. MAGA is fighting amongst themselves. All the MAGA influencers have jumped ship. Megyn Kelly, old boy Carson, what's the boy name? Tucker Carlson, Joe Rogan to an extent, because he was seen at the White House, but then come back on his podcast and badmouth everybody. Yeah, they having buyer's remorse like a mug, baby, like a mug. Of course, old girl Marjorie Taylor Greene been out there. Then you
Yeah.
have Nick Fuentes who just eating it all up. What's her name? Candace Owens. All of them have turned against their God. Because what's happening? They're seeing it all go to hell. Like we told you it would. So
Taking
Tucker-
longer than expected, though.
Yeah, look. Yeah, they getting on there as what you call it. She come up on TV every night and cuss the Trump administration out, Megyn Kelly. And Tucker Carlson did an interview with his brother and said, yeah, what's happening in the country, him and his ilk are responsible. So he did take some accountability. He just flat out said it. Yes, all the chaos, all the instability and insecurity, we are to blame. We are to blame. And now
I'm waiting for somebody significant to jump ship
like who?
from inside. Like one of the cabinet people.
They getting what they want. Why would they? They're part of the plan until Trump says they're not. Who you got next on the
I know.
chopping block?
I know they all making money.
Yeah, that's what I said. They would. Why would they? Why would they leave? Making money hand over foot. In the meantime, this joker playing with our little TSP. Tomorrow we ain't gonna have shit.
Don't say that now. Wait a
And then-
minute. Wait a minute.
Next week, he'll bring back half of it, and then they'll claim victory. I just be looking at the people in the group. I like. He take $100 and it come back $50. Y'all happy.
But we won.
So Yeah, they're all jumping ship, baby. And then what do you think? Who do you like? I asked you, who do you think he gonna get rid of next? The sun is coming. Somebody
I'm
about to.
hoping it's Cash Patel. I'm hoping.
Yeah.
But
Speaking of,
he's not gonna fire him. He's gonna be reassigned somewhere else out the way. Cause they know too much. They know too much.
that little group, I don't think they know enough. The one I told you I would fear is that Tulsi Gabbard. That's the one. She real Russia. She know she I believe she helped bury bodies. Not only know where they buried, I think she helped put them there.
Hey, she digging a grave, huh? She
Yep.
digging them.
That's why you think after old boy jumped ship, her second in command jumped ship and then came out and said all that stuff, why was she the next to go?
Yeah.
Because she couldn't back him up. She couldn't deny him. Couldn't deny what he said. And still to this day has not.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, and then old boy jumped on Candace Owens. Did you see what he posted about her? Yeah, all the MAGA lights, they all gone.
Hey, what happened to the other black chick?
Omarosa,
Yeah, where's she at?
you
She
know, he's
quiet in
fired
the
up.
mouth. Yeah,
She
I
better
know, but
be.
she quiet in the mouth.
She better be. I saw one interview with her. It was like some off-brand like news, and I didn't listen to anything she had to say. It kind of showed up on my thread speed that she was interviewing with these people. I wasn't interested in what she had to say. Isn't she the wife of a pastor now? Yeah, I don't know. After after Michael Clark Duncan died, and then she got in the Trump administration, and then he kicked her out, and then she went on her little revenge tour. I'ma tell everything. Hey man, yeah, you still alive, so you did keep your mouth shut wisely. Well, I'ma
Yeah,
tell
she
it
ain't know
all.
too much.
She didn't know nothing. Girl didn't know nothing. She didn't know a damn thing. And if she did, it wouldn't be anything that they would be ashamed of us finding out. Because look at all they're doing with us looking right at them. So yeah,
Something will give. It always does.
put it like
Just
this. Let it,
hoping sooner rather than later.
yeah, let it give when I get out the country though. Let it give a week from now. When I'm gone, so I don't get locked in. Phew, that's a shame. That my biggest fear be like something pop off and they don't let us leave. Girl, if I may have to swim, take a cruise ship, I'll book a cruise. Just drop me off in Progresso. Right there in Progresso. That's it. That's all I need. Girl, you talk about we'll find a cruise in a hurry. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
leaving. I'm leaving. But
All
I don't
right.
I don't know.
Yeah. So moving right along to sports. So last week we had the NFL draft. And so it's always a good time because you have a lot of guys. Well, now, I mean, since the guys are actually making money in college, so they already making money. But when you get drafted, you're going to be making even more money. So it's always a good time to see these guys get drafted and see how they respond and see the people around them. I know you want to see what the girlfriends look like.
You
But
saw
I
my
actually did watch the first round, and a local guy, Bain, that was from, and he's locally from Brownsville, and it's an area in Miami. So I was wondering, he had on a brown suit. Everybody in the party was all in brown suits. What the hell going on? So yeah, brown is not like a popular color. But anyway, so the next day I read, everybody had on brown suits. He signed with Adidas, so Adidas like had their little logo on all the suits.
Mhm.
It was like nine people all dressed up in brown. And so the brown signified the area, Brownsville,
Yeah.
Brown Sub. And then on the inside of his jacket, he had a picture of the sign, the street sign, his avenue and street where he grew up on. I thought that was real. I like him representing his city and his area. It was super sweet. Super, super sweet. And he got drafted to, I wish Miami would have picked him, but he's just up the road to Tampa Bay. So
Yeah, Buck.
city, the city is so happy and proud for him.
He's a Buck. Yeah, you know what? I hardly watched. It was funny because remember last year we watched the whole thing.
I know, Shador Sanders, right?
We watched we watched 3 days worth of the draft. And nobody in their life watched 3 days worth of the draft right there. We were sitting there every day, sitting right there for 3 days,
Right.
watching the doggone interview. Girl, what time it say? Come on, what you? Girl, look, doing my fire stick, trying to make sure. Whoop, is this a mosquito? Trying to make sure. Girl, look. This year, I may have watched the first round. The first round watched me. But I made an observation and I put it on Facebook, baby. How many of them white football players had women of color on the couch next to them? I
You
counted
saw a
two.
few?
I counted two.
Okay.
I called one. I said, that she shot. And I posted a screenshot. I said, yeah, she was the only raisin in that potato salad. And she was, baby, sitting right there. Him, the mama, her, and the whole potato salad. Yes, baby, there was another one. I said, oh, okay, because you never see that. You know what I'm saying? How
Right,
often
right,
do
right.
you say
You
that
see
you
the
have?
opposite.
Yeah, you see a lot of the opposite. You don't see none. So this year, I said, ooh, ooh. The sis, they might keep, she might be the only ones that, they might be the only ones not in danger of losing their starting position. If they made it to the couch. Yeah, it is. Girl, you should see, girl, look, check out my Facebook post. I got the big red arrow pointing to her, and she's surrounded by potato salad. I said, oh my God, the true raisin in the potato salad. And he grabbed her and hugged her and everything. And I'm like, because some of them, the girlfriend just be trying to grab on and touch. Congratulations. Congratulations. The mama be blocking. So yeah, congratulations to all them young men. Dreams, cause it's wonderful to see, the emotion behind, them being selected,
Yeah.
the crying, all the tears, the falling out, the family, the mothers and fathers that put time, energy, more money into these kids becoming, because I know adolescent sports is not cheap. I think that's the ultimate dream. You do have people who, you know, I know a couple of people that have lived vicariously through their sons, and it just doesn't pan out. And it's a sad letdown. But your kid wasn't that good. That's it. That's basically it. Your kid wasn't that good. But I could have told you that while you flexing on every coach. Your child was some slaw, like we used to say back in the day. Some slaw. Who was wasting your money. But you hope they were going to become the next whoever, Jerry Rice or whoever.
You know, I didn't realize like people literally train their kids like for the pros. Like that's the whole thing. It really is a money making business.
I know somebody who did.
That's I didn't realize that. I did not realize that, but a lot of them do.
Yep.
A lot of them do. And when they don't make it, it's hot, bro. It's hot. It's hard. It's a hard pill to swallow.
Yep. It is. It was. And my thing too is, for one of them, I didn't think the kid liked the sport anymore. He didn't like the sport. And
Yeah.
another thing, when he got to college, definitely didn't want to do it.
Sometimes the pressure from the parents make the kids hate the sport. And you know, sometimes we think we're doing the right thing, but you're just making the kid not want to play. The
Yep.
kid gotta want to play. They gotta want to be great.
Yep. That's why I think LeBron James' second son gonna be the great one.
Hey, ain't none of his kids gonna be great, and it's okay.
I
It
think
is okay.
the second one
It
might be
is
a
okay.
surprise.
Nah, you know who gonna be the best athlete?
Little girl.
Yes,
Cause what she play now, like volleyball or
she
something?
played volleyball, but she want to play basketball. And her mama said, "Look, I'm tired of this basketball stuff. Play volleyball. Play volleyball." That's crazy. Yeah, like she probably would be the best.
What about the second boy? What does he do? Bryce?
I mean, he's Bryce. He just got red shirt, so he couldn't even. You know,
How old is he?
that was it was his first season, so he was a freshman in college.
Okay. Okay.
So
He might be that
yeah,
breakout.
that's one of the things. Is like, can you name a kid who had a professional father that the kid was better than the father?
Steph Curry?
That's it. Who else? Who else? Not Michael Jordan.
Oh God, I ain't even gonna make a joke about this. Anyway,
Who else? Like, it just never seems to pan out. They don't get the genes. Like, they just don't. They don't. They do not. And it's fine. Because guess what? They going to be all right anyway. Anyway. Doesn't matter.
yeah, it might skip a generation.
Yeah. So, that's one thing Kobe's daughter said. My father does not need a son. I'm the son.
Yeah, the one that died with him. Yeah.
Yeah, like she was a ball. She was balling. She was balling. And then now is at a place now where you could actually earn a living in the WNBA and like you don't have to go like it's perfect. It's perfect. And all the endorsements and the NIL deals in college, like it would have been perfect for her. Perfect, perfect. But, yeah. All right, moving right along. Our next agenda topic is politics. We have something going on every damn day. Like it's always something. And I'm so sick of all this fake shit, all this fake assassination. Like it's just too much. It's too
Yeah.
much.
Ah,
It's too much.
the acting was so bad.
My goodness.
Where did they get these people from? That's not the Secret Service. Who are those people?
Man. So you
What is-
hear now they trying to tie it into the judge said that it has to be a security concern for him to build the ballroom. So now it's a security like this. You can't.
It didn't
So
happen. It
exhausted,
didn't happen
man.
at a hotel somewhere.
Right.
It didn't even happen at the White House.
So what he's saying is, if he had the ballroom, it could have been there, which is more secure than having it at somewhere else. That's what he's saying. And
Yeah.
that's why he needs to build this ballroom.
Yeah.
Bruh.
Yeah. So he decides to stage another fake assassination attempt to drive home the point that he needs this multi-billion, how much is it? $250 million bunker, ballroom bunker that's supposed to be paid for with money from private donors. Right. The folk let this man tear down their house, and no work has been done on it since the first ruling. So it's just a hole. Erica Kirk, look, I could just kick her through the TV, I swear. I just want to go home.
Hey, it's something up with her. It's something is not right with her.
She paid actress. Paid actress.
Something is not right with her.
Paid actress. The whole shebang. Her whole involvement, even being
Hey,
married.
I hope Candace stay on her tip. Just stay on her.
Yeah, she is in her ass. She is in her ass.
Yeah.
That's the one time I'm rooting for Candace. Because Candace, you can tell me what y'all want. Candace was sleeping with that boy. Candace
Yeah,
acted
cause
like
she
a
take that
widow.
shit personal. Yeah.
She acting like a widow more than Erica Kirk. From
Yeah.
day one. So we know y'all probably had something going on. While you're sitting there talking about Erica Kirk and the vice president, who a lot of people think had something going on. But with the little hand rubbing incident, hair rubbing, yeah. Erica Kirk and Candace Owens going at it so bad, and then Laura Loomer decided to jump in the mix. Larry, Laura. Look, and when I say the maggots is killing each other on these social medias,
I'm happy. I'm happy. I'm happy about it.
they are eating their own tail, baby. So it remains to be seen what the next phase is because everybody's calling old boy's bluff about this staged attempt. I hate that it appears to be a brother that did it, you know, one of them nerdy engineer brothers who wrote a manifesto stating essentially that he was tired of the rapists and the pedophiles. And so when Nora O'Donnell, or whatever her name is, read it on 60 Minutes too, did you see that? How he jumped all on her? Girl, he told Trump she read it, a
Yeah, yeah,
portion of
yeah. I
it.
did see that.
What he did it too. One of these days, somebody gonna haul off and hit him in his mouth. You're gonna catch somebody on the right day, and they gonna jump up. They're gonna either cuss him out or pop his old ass out the chair, or both. Because you are just a horrible person. You're guilty, dude. You're guilty. Guilty. You're a horrible person. It's so nasty. You didn't have to ask me that. You didn't read the words of a terrible person. Just like old bitch.
Hey, you know what they were saying about the VP? You know how many times he's changed his name, right?
Yes.
And they
Okay.
said if this voting act is to pass, he gonna have a hard time trying to vote because he got to prove all them name changes.
What's
Like
his
he
real
didn't change
name?
his name like 3 times.
Jebediah Dean. You know he old hick from West Virginia. Jebediah
Man,
Dean.
yeah,
Jebediah.
he's
Jethro.
suspect.
No. Jethro David. Junebug.
Yep.
Baby. That's what the J and the D stand for. Girl, look, don't get us thrown off our little podcast. That man say, hey, I heard y'all was talking about me. Woo! What's your real name? What your name is?
What your name is?
Jebediah. Yeah, the SAVE Act is having some struggles. And I hope it continues to struggle and struggle and struggle. But America gonna have to come to a reckoning. Y'all can't have no more of these little marches, especially not the way shit. Let them gas prices really hit. What is running in Miami?
I
$5
don't
yet?
even know. No, no, it's not. I actually bought gas today and didn't even look at how much it costs. Actually,
Go
but
ahead,
I
big spender.
normally go to no, I normally go to Costco. So I only put a little bit in because I'll be in Costco in the morning. So I know Costco last week was $3.79 for regular.
Okay. Yeah, so that's the
On
one
the
thing, because
street,
of
it's
course,
like 4 something.
for I got to rent a car, and I would have to put gas for the first time, and since I had last had a rental car, um, and having to get out of my car and pump my own gas. In Mexico, it's against the law to pump your own gas. They put my hand on that nasty
Yeah.
pump. But
Welcome
at least
back, goddamn it.
huh? Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Yeah, yeah, whatever.
Yeah, next week I'm
So,
going to Maine. I'll be in Maine for 3 days.
bring your coat. You're gonna need some cold weather gear. As a matter of fact, that's what I'm going to do. That's why I got 2 suitcases. One of them got my Mama Boone's farm in. It got her little big Boone's farm. And the other suitcase got the little bit of clothes. I'm going to try to kill off my storage. Just kill it off.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So who knows what I'm gonna bring back. But everything else, I ain't seen that shit, some of that in almost 2 years. Cause I downsized so much. Um, yeah, so that's what I'm gonna do. And to of course eat some crawfish, see my mom, see the family, and that's it. Just hope I can roll up out of there. But I don't know what America is gonna do, what the people are gonna do, because I keep saying, had it been anybody else, and I use a specific president to make my point. I won't do that here. They would have taken care of that March of last year. All this would have been over. March of last year. Had my president and his administration done a tenth of this.
Of course, of course, of course.
And they want to act like, baby, it's in y'all. It's in y'all. Historically, we have seen it. It is in y'all. January 6th, we saw it. It's in y'all. Where's that? Now,
Facts.
this
Facts.
man did everything you thought the black dude was going to do to you. But this dude is doing worse. He was willing to starve y'all. He was. Remember when it cut off the
Yeah,
government?
cut off the
He was
food
like,
stamp.
whatever, we going back to court. Them people are not going to eat. We going back to court. I don't have nothing else
Yeah.
to say. I'm going to just sit back and watch. pour my cup of tea in the morning and my hooch in the afternoon, and continue to side eye them folk. And if
Yeah,
they talk,
I'm just looking forward to November.
speaking of, y'all
I
think
just
y'all
hope
gonna be
that
doing
does
something?
all the speaking.
Y'all think y'all gonna be doing something in November?
Yes,
Real
we are.
talk. Real
We
talk
are.
now.
We voting. We are voting. We are voting. Get out to the polls early, early voting. Just in case it's a hiccup, you get a chance to go back again. That's what you got to do. That's it. Start getting your documents. I got my passport. Like, you just got to be ready. You can't leave anything up to chance. You cannot. Got to be ready.
I get ready to spend my $30 to mail mine in. If you don't stop that, you
Now
don't need to
that,
come
hey,
overseas.
yeah, you may have to come back. You may have
Y'all
to
better
come back.
come on. I'm gonna send it to somebody that's coming back.
No, I ain't saying coming back in Maryland. I mean coming back to vote in person.
Well,
I think that may be
I'll come back to Miami. That's where I'm
yeah,
registered.
that may be
Right there,
that
Pembroke
may
Pines, right around
happen.
the corner. Right down the street where I live. Walk precinct right there. That school, that little school right across from where I stayed. That's where I am. Right there. I'll come back. Most definitely. November, what? I'll be a good law said the same permanent resident here. So if some shit pop off, be like, look, y'all got a plane going to Mexico? Any part. I'll take any part of Mexico, any boats leaving, going to Progreso, Cozumel, anybody? You drop me off anywhere, I will find my way back. Find my way back, baby. Ain't no thing but a chicken wing. Right,
Yep.
right. Well, we're gonna go ahead and call it an episode. Episode number 7 coming your way, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh
Don't
yeah.
forget, huh? Would you put 6 up there?
I didn't put anything actually. Let me change it.
Yeah, episode 7. Yeah. Okay.
We in it.
Sorry. Why am I yawning? Exhausted by the heat today, baby. I was out there. Ooh, when I had to go, walk that little distance to get in the truck. And it's just super humid. My hair even look good without this humid. I had to put nothing in it. But yeah, please don't forget to like, subscribe to our little channel, spread the word. We've been getting a lot of little views and we appreciate the views. Of course, we don't allow comments on the video because we don't need that bad energy. We don't.
No ma'am.
We've always said what you think of us is none of our business. And we will continue to push that narrative. We encourage you to embrace that narrative. There's a lot of noise out there. It don't need to come from people who don't know you and who you don't know.
I agree. I
Words
agree.
make or break people's spirits. Sticks and stones may break our bones, yeah, but words, they do hurt sometimes. People who are not in the right frame of mind to receive them. Mental health is important. And we practice good mental health and hooch over here. Mental health and hooch over here. The red cup variety. Okay? We encourage you to do the same. I'm not necessarily hooch, but some water, stay hydrated, or some Crown. We need a sponsorship. Anyway, wishing you all a good week. I'll be traveling this week, taking care of business.
Safe travels. Safe travels.
Thank you. Take care of some business on stateside, and I'll be starting a GoFundMe to help me and Lamb get the hell up out of. So look for that link next episode. Look, why we gonna encourage all the white supremes to donate, because there'll be 2 less black people in the country. There'll be 2 less black. I'm already gone. If you want me to stay gone, donate to the GoFundMe. Help the, what is it called? The remigration of America. The remigration. All right.
All right, so that concludes our episode 7.
Right.
So we'll see you again next week at some point.
Probably
Safe
what?
travels, Jackson.
Thank you. Look on my Instagram stories and my Facebook stories of the page. Go to the page, because I'll be posting more on the page. So you can see my adventures in Cajun country, eating all that good ass food, eating the mud bug crawfish, and all. The 337 is where it's at for the best food in Louisiana. 3 plus 2. I'm holding my light in the other hand over here. I had good difficulty. So yeah. All right, y'all. Peace.
Good
Be
day.
safe.